In this video, I want to discuss generational curses. In a nutshell, a generational curse is like something that's been, speaks for itself, but that has been passed down from generation. For example, something like sins of a father, meaning that it's like the children pay for whatever sins their ancestors or their parents parents. It depends on the generation that has to pay for it. I took a lot of notes and I wrote down a lot of things on spiritual awakening, on generational curses, and whatnot. I am not exactly a religious person, although I do believe that there is a God. Okay? So everything I'm taking is from the top. And sometimes I will not be looking in the camera because I'll be looking in my head for the answers that I found for myself that helped me a lot. Okay? So now, no matter what it is that you're doing with your life, you have studied, you've went to college, you're like one of the smartest people in your company. You know more than the average individual, and it doesn't matter what you've tried to do. Things seem to be progressing, but then again, you end up in the same situation that you've been in, whether it's reoccurring, as I said in the previous video, in the first video, you just keep having the same experiences and everything. It's every time it's looking up, it goes back to being similar to something that you've went through. Things, like I said, that you've done with your life, that's work, that you've seen work for other people, and for some reason things just don't work out for you. You feel like you always being attacked by negative spirits. Don't think of it from a fictional perspective. When I say bad spirit, it's like something happens and you're not even involved in it, but somehow you get involved in it and that you'll get blamed for it. Things in life, they're just not fair to you. You just feel like this is unfair. Like you being the best girlfriend, the best wife, the best friend, the best advisor, whatever it is, and they just keep ending up in the same hole, and you just keep seeing these things happen again, and eventually you have to stop and research what's going on. What I did was ask my family members, because I was fed up with it. I know that I've done the right things. At least I've tried more than other people, and things just weren't working out for me. They seemed like they were progressing. I changed to new city. I changed a new job. I changed to, more money, whatever it is, but I kept ending up in the same situation. A lot of it, I was physically, getting rid of that, like leaving a job or leaving a circle or leaving a situation altogether. It just gets to be too much. So now, if you do your homework, if you do your research, if you do your study, and you will see that a lot of people are going through the same exact thing, and that has to make you think, like, why is it that I'm going through the same exact things as other people? Then you start reading about generational curses, reoccurring things. Yes, there's going to be a lot of things on the internet that's trying to tell you that it's like the government that's got you in a database. You don't want to think that. If you start thinking back onto childhood years, you will see that certain things were happening to you that weren't happening to your siblings and your cousin or wherever you grew up, whatever environment you grew up in. You have to look at it from a spiritual perspective. It is something spiritually that is going on, and that's why people talk about generational curses. What I found out was that I have at least one of my mother's sisters that had been going through the same things as me. And what happened, these things that have been going on in your life are going to keep occurring until you break that tie, break that energy. Now there's 1,000 videos, or probably 1,000, but hundreds of videos online telling you how you have to heal, but I didn't find very many explaining how to heal and what's my first step. And they do, if you look at enough videos, you get curious about what the hell does that mean. But I'm here to tell you that bad luck doesn't exist, okay? So please get that out your mind. You don't have bad luck. And you shouldn't accept what's going on in your life like, okay, that's how it is. So that's just my life. You shouldn't accept it. Whatever it is, energy that keeps following you around wherever you go and whomever you deal with. This is not going to stop. And if you're fed up enough and you want it to stop, okay, then you make it stop. Otherwise, it's going to go on to your, maybe not your children, maybe one of your children, maybe to your grandchildren. See, that has to heal in your family. Somebody has to break that. Somebody has to break that chain. And it might have to be you. All right. A lot of people just get comfortable with living a shitty life, and they try so hard and nothing works. And it affects some people different than it does others. It makes them do things with their lives and their bodies and their livelihood and shit to get money, because they just accept it as, this is my shitty life. I didn't want to accept that. Okay, I've tried very hard. And basically, this video is to tell you a little bit about generational curses, what it is, and what you have to focus on so that bullshit can stop. If you're in your 20s, it's even better, because I always say, if I knew then what I know now, my life would have been so beautiful and so smooth. This is a great time to wake up from it, for the simple fact that there's tons of information. There is the internet. They didn't have that access before. And there's tons of information in it. And you can fix it. You can fix it. Oh, keep this in mind, people. Those of you who are enjoying life, ruining other people's lives and laughing about it and thinking that you're getting away with murder or whatever it is that you're doing, and you're like, I don't care, I've been doing this for years, ha ha ha, and also ruining your own life and living like a trashy lifestyle. And sometimes you do feel a little bit guilty about it, but then you go on and you do it because you feel like, at least you're making that money. You feel good about it. You might get away with it in your lifetime. Your children won't. And your grandchildren won't get away with it. They have to pay for your karma. Now, if you can sleep good at night, knowing that, just go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Get your life right. That's all I'm saying. Somebody's got to pay for it. You never get away with it. No matter what you do to people, you don't get away with it. All right, that's all I have to say in this video. I hope I didn't bore anyone and I gave you some good information. If I did, please comment, subscribe, and share the video. It might help somebody, right? All right, talk to you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.